82% of customers say that they want to be followed up with right away. And for me, this is honestly the biggest mistake that I see people making. They're so worried about creating the content, about getting that content out there, but they're not actually talking with their customers. And so I want to know from you, if you did, let's say, a video or a post and you had 100 people comment on that, would you be able to follow up with 82% of them right away? 70% of buyers say that they watch a video before they buy. Now, I read this in the Social Media Examiner, a report that they do every year. 70% of buyers say that they watch a video before they buy. Now, for someone like me, that's great because I teach people how to use video to deepen their human connections and, make more sales, monetize that stuff. But then I dug in even further and I saw, oh my gosh, this was last year, there was a 20% drop in the ability to close sales via social media. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And what really came up for me with that is, yes, more of us are spending our time online. I don't know about you, but I definitely purchased more online last year than ever before. But it also means that more content creators are creating content online. More content creators are out there, putting that content out. So the marketplace in the content creation world is more, it's a little more busy, right? There's more that we have to fight through in order to get our stuff seen. So I dug in a little deeper and I found this, which is, ready for it? 82% of customers say that they want to be followed up with right away. And for me, this is honestly the biggest mistake that I see people making. They're so worried about creating the content, about getting that content out there, but they're not actually talking with their customers. And so I want to know from you, if you did, let's say, a video or a post and you had 100 people comment on that, would you be able to follow up with 82% of them right away? Let me know in the chat. Now, sometimes people, when I ask this question, they're like, and then you see the realization come over their face that's like, oh my gosh, actually, probably not, right? So we want to make sure, I'm going to show you today how you can actually, I'm going to make that a little smaller for myself so I can see your comments too. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can actually shift this and be able to follow up with those people so that you're able to create this content, lead it to a community that actually leads to profits. And I know it might seem crazy because following up with 82 people right away seems a little much. And what if you get even more engagement than that, which you're going to be getting as soon as you're finished with this presentation? I got your back though. And what this all really comes down to is this, the social triangle. Now, write this part down, take screenshots, whatever you got to do. The social triangle is going to change everything for you. And just to prove how important this is, I got a little text message this morning from Rich Schefren. Do you know Rich Schefren? He's like the OG of OG when it comes to digital marketing. And this is what he sent me literally this morning. So you're the first people to see this. This book he's putting out with Jay Abraham, getting everything you can out of all that's hot online. He told me I could share it with you. 7 high-performing ways to drive more profits, positioning, and possibility from digital and social media. This little guy named, Jay Abraham and Rich Schefren are putting this together. Now look at the table of contents. Look at number 7. That's my name on this list. Oh my gosh. And it says using the social triangle to generate $300K per month from organic content. So just to prove to you that this social triangle works, even Rich Schefren and Jay Abraham think so. So take some notes. This is what it is. The first thing is, you have to actually show up. I love what Joe just said he said you can't take a day off. Now, I think we can take a day off if we use some automation to drive more human connections. But at some point, you have to actually show up on these platforms. Just like in real life, if you're wanting to get results out of a networking event, you have to actually step into the room, right? Then you have to make sure that your client is there. Just like Joe was saying, if you don't have clients on Snapchat, don't use Snapchat, right? Go to the place where your client is already spending time. And then connect with them, like actually reply to their comments, give their stuff some love. And when you do this, and we'll go through a streamlined way to make that happen. When you do this, first of all, you're actually telling the human being that you're connected, right? When pages respond to me, oh my gosh, my mom sent me a message like a year ago and she freaked out because James Taylor's Instagram account replied to her. And she was like, James Taylor replied to me. Now, I don't think it was actually James Taylor. I'm guessing that it was probably his team, just to prove that this can be scalable, right? But she was so elated to know that he had replied or his team had replied. So first of all, it's the human piece. And then it moves us into the platform, which is this. We have to give the platforms what they want. Now, what do these platforms want? They want more people on the platform so that they can monetize this stuff, right? So they want to be able to put more ads in front of more people. If people are leaving the platform, they're not going to be able to monetize it. So what we want to do is we want to drive more people to the platform and keep them on the platform longer. So when you do things like our little nugget giveaway that we're doing, right? When you do things like this, it helps to keep people on the platform, keep them engaged, and it tells the platform that we're here giving them what they want. Now, you'll notice with this nugget giveaway, I'm not saying, hey, if you want the next tip, drop the number 1. A lot of people used to do that with their live videos where they'd say, okay, give me a 1. And then all the comments would be like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But what happens is the platforms, these algorithms are smart and they start to pick up on the fact that you're using what they call engagement bait. So this isn't about engagement bait. It's about creating real conversations that scale. Yeah. And when you have these 3 pieces in place, you, your ideal client, and the platform, and you work with it in the way that I'm going to show you how to today, that's where you create what I call organic retargeting. So it's basically like a retargeting ad, which is an ad, that follows you once you engage with someone or their website or whatever it is, but you can actually tweak the platforms to work in your favor so that your stuff shows up again and again and again. It is awesome. Okay, so that means you have to actually show up. Oh my gosh, right? And even though it's sometimes I forget, I kind of think like, okay, we're at the point where everybody knows they need to use video. Yeah, everybody knows that, but we still have this human stuff that comes up around it. That fear of being judged, guess what? It's normal. There are hormones that are released in your brain. And this is what happens. Your neck and back tense up. Your muscle prepares for an attack. Your blood pressure skyrockets. Your digestion shuts off, causing butterflies. Your pupils dilate and your vision goes blurry. You feel freaked out. And it's totally normal. So we want to work with this, right? Now, some people will tell you, just breathe, everything will be fine, which I think is kind of laughable. And as a professional performer, as a vocal coach for over 20 years, I can tell you breathing is important. We do want to work on our breath, maybe do a little vocal warm up so you've warmed up all the good, goodness in your voice. But that's not all it is, because if all you did was breathe, it'd be kind of a weird video. You'd just be like, or it'd be like a meditation video, which would be awesome. But for most of us, we want to inspire a little more action from our community. And really, it's about those relationships. Now, I understand the relationships sometimes feel like this. This is what I call a vintage email inbox. This is sometimes what my email inbox looks like. So we want to be building those relationships that scale, like this guy. Mr. Rogers was the absolute king at building relationships that scale. Now, if you think about it, when Mr. Rogers started his show, he didn't say, hey, everybody in the neighborhood, just like a lot of people say, hey, everybody on Facebook, right? He didn't do that. He also didn't say, okay, I'm just going to wait for everybody to get here. So let me know if you can hear me. No. What he credits to the success of his show is that he spoke to one person. And if you think about it, he said, hey, neighbor, are you having a hard time tying your shoe today? Let's go to the shoe factory and I'll show you how. He opened his heart and he met us where we were, right? And he changed a generation.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. I'm Alessio Pieroni and I'm the founder of Scale for Impact and obviously of Scale with Alessio. In this channel you can find some of the most amazing marketing content, the content that will help your online education business to go to the next level. And if you want to see other videos like this one, please subscribe to this channel. It means really the world for us. And please also comment below and tell us how you found this video. It's truly important. If on the other side you want to go to the next level and you actually want to make sure that you can watch the entire talks from the Scale series, You want to see over 50 speakers, people that have been changing the entire marketing landscape, and see exactly how these can take your business to the next level? Please subscribe to the Scale series. For just $99, you're gonna get the chance to see some of the most amazing speakers, and on top of that, get a lot of other bonuses. You're gonna have 3 amazing books completely for free inside that, tens of hours of other marketing training, all of it for just $99. Literally, that's just $2 per talk. And we're not talking about random speakers. We're talking about people like Jay Abram, people like Alex Cattoni, Vishen Lakhiani, Jeff Walker, Perry Marshall, Rich Schefrin, Molly Pittman, Murray Smith. Incredible people that change the entire marketing landscape right now at your fingertip for just $2 each. So don't wait anymore. It's time for you to get the Scale series. See you there and upgrade your marketing knowledge.